Okay, seriously, what happened? Has, the whole universe just gotten flipped upside its head? Because last time I checked, the Falcons didn't do anything against the Steelers, and they wound up beating the Eagles. And now I'm conflicted for so many reasons. I mean, on the one hand, that drastically affects how many picks I got right and wrong this week. In fact, full disclosure, this is the first week ever, since I've been making NFL picks, I've ever been 8-8. 8 right and 8 wrong. That's never happened. Since I started doing this in 2018, I've never been dead even before. Ever. The worst I ever was 9-7. I mean, I've gotten more wrong than right before, but I've never been dead even. That's wild. And the reason I'm conflicted is, well, partly I don't know how to feel about that. I really need to rethink everything going forward. But at the same time, the Eagles lost. Oh, I hate the Eagles. So, anytime the Eagles lose, that makes me very happy. That makes me very happy. You know what, I would have said it makes me look as happy as the sky right now, but it's nothing but clouds and fog outside. Maybe it's a metaphor for deep down that my heart is as black as my soul. I don't know. I mean, technically autumn is upon us. There are people who are already getting their decorations up as we speak. Some people already have their decorations up for Halloween. I mean, my folks don't do that yet, and I personally don't own any Halloween decorations at all, so I have nothing to offer. But it's crazy how how we're already almost 3/4 of the way through the year. We're over halfway through September. And I'm still riding the high that was this past weekend and the previous weekend. Because the previous weekend was the start of NFL football season. That was awesome. So, let's get to my little Muhammad act of kindness. Happy Tuesday, folks. So, yeah, I guess I would say my low is the fact I am quite conflicted upon how to feel about the fact that my team is 8-8. In fact, hold on, let me get that set up. Moment here. Here we go. Okay, so the way this works is, week 1 I was 13-3, week 2 I was 8-8. Now here's what I do. (13 plus 8 is 21. 3 plus 8 is 11. Therefore now, at the end of week 2, I am 21-11. If you can't tell, that's how it works. Basically, I'm going to add up at each and every week as time goes on. So, yeah, to make sure that maybe some of you guys are following along at home, or maybe you guys will. I'm sure some of you are probably doing this exact same thing. Who knows? But, before we continue on, we must save. Save as, specifically, because that's what you do. Perfect. Now then, let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this video, but before that, I need to do my act of kindness. My high was, I didn't post it yet, but I had a sub from Meniere's last night for dinner. Man, Meniere's subs just hit right, you know? It's due. For those of you who don't, here's the thing, like, I love Meniere's subs, and I will, like, them and Honor Roll, and Sub Shop, and the Sub Shop in Elmira Heights, even though I've only been there once. Like, those are the best places to get subs for me. The one flaw that Meniere's has, and this can't be stated enough, they shut down their grill far too early. Like, obviously the better subs they have are their hot subs. Specifically, I've had their buffalo chicken before, I've had their chicken parm before, I've had their Philly cheesesteak before, and obviously by all accounts, those are the better subs they have. But when they shut down the grill as early as they do, obviously you only get cold subs. And by just the sheer fact you can get roast beef, turkey, and ham, the All-American is the best sub they have. I mean, nothing that a little half hour in, the oven won't fix to at least, make it feel warm. But still, I mean, hot subs are just better than cold subs. They are. I mean, I've never been to Jersey Mike, so I wouldn't know. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever had a cold sub from Honor Roll or a cold sub from, I did the Spartan from the sub shop before. That was good. The Spartan from the sub shop is really good. But, actually, the Spartan was good because that has a roast beef, turkey, ham, and salami. But I gotta say, the salami was a slight bit overpowering. Not bad, just like, you knew the salami was there. Trust me. Okay, enough ranting. So, my high is just being with my dad too. We both had dinner together, that was great. Sort of a guy's night in. And my act of kindness was I emptied the dehumidifier for him, and I emptied and filled the dishwasher for my parents. I mean, listen, I'm going to see my parents every day. I'll do chores around the house for them. Why not? I should at least be kind and do, something. So, with all that taken care of, let's get into who this week's Hot Ones guest is, because season 25 is about to start this week. I'm very excited. Can't wait to do that. So, with all that said, what do we do? Right, I forgot what I was about to do. So, when they did the hot sauce lineup reveal for season 25, they did a sneak preview of who this week's guest was going to be. The problem is, I have no idea who this person is. This is a real, bona fide, genuine reaction to whoever this next guest is. The only thing I can infer is that he looked like a pretty tall guy with long ponytail hair and an accent, which really could mean, doesn't quite narrow it down. I guess I could also say he probably passed for white, even though that's probably not what he is. Okay, seriously, I don't know who that is. Zlatan Ibrahimovic? What? Wait. Is he the guy from the Goldfish's commercials? Hold on. Okay, he's a Swedish former soccer player. Alright. And I was right, he's tall, he's 6'5". Let's see. Okay, it was a striker. I actually know Because I actually know some soccer players who were strikers in the day. Okay. Oh. How very interesting. In his career, he scored over 570 goals, including more than 500 club goals, and he scored in 4 consecutive decades between the 1990s and the 2020s. Meaning he was doing this for over 20 years. I mean, if you did it in 1999, and then like 2020 was like your last year, yeah, you did like at least 23, 24 years. My math is probably really off about that, but okay. That is very impressive. Okay, okay. Maybe, okay, they have like one of those weird pronunciations where they mix up the letters so it sounds, so you can pronounce it correctly. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Okay. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I still probably pronounced that wrong. Who am I kidding? But I have a better idea how to pronounce it. I never, my knowledge about how Swedish people spell their names is, very limited, if you couldn't tell. But, okay. And you know what? I'm glad we're kind of at least keeping a theme here, because even though the season was technically over, there was a bonus episode where Hot Ones had David Beckham on the show. And, I mean, David Beckham, probably the most well-known soccer player in the world. Arguably the greatest of all time. And it's kind of cool that they're going with someone who's not as, well, I'm sure they're probably soccer fans or football fans, European football fans, all over the world. Everyone knows this person. I do not. I do not know who this person is. And actually, hold on. Okay. It was weird, like, when they showed the clip of this guy in the preview for, you know, this week's episode, like, it was probably not a very good camera angle, I'm sure, because, listen, that has nothing to do with the editor or, like, the camera person. Sometimes shots like that just happen, and there's no way to explain it. But it was not a very flattering shot of the guy. Like, I could barely remember he had any facial hair at all. And in this still photo I'm looking at him right here, it's clearly, like, more defined and pronounced. Again, it was probably just, like, a bad shot. That happens. That just happens in every, like, listen, I can tell you for a fact, I've been making videos for almost 7 years now, and even though I like to think I know how to frame a shot, I still wouldn't say this is very good. So, take that for what you will. But, listen, the fact that Hot Ones is coming back this week for season 25, that's insane. Like, and this is actually something that I remember Sean mentioning in the lineup reveal last week. They pretty much had nothing but A-list celebrities for that season. I mean, how do you top any of what, like, seriously, like, off the top of my head, you had, like, David Beckham, Donald Glover, Sabrina Carpenter, Ariana Grande. Like, this is a star-studded list of celebrity guests. Where do you go from there? Well, I guess we'll see with Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Hey, I was actually able to say that almost effortlessly. But I'm very curious to see what happens. I think we're going to be in for a really good season. And, yeah, how nice. I literally just noticed outside earlier, I said it was under the clouds and fog. The fog's lifted. It's still really cloudy outside right now, but the fog is lifted. It's pretty neat. Now I'm actually feeling, not that I felt uneasy going into today, but it's going to be that kind of morning. Just nothing bad's going to happen, but something's still going to feel off. Today, I don't feel as such. I think we're going to be in for a pretty solid day overall, and I think there's a lot to look forward to this week, including this week's episode of Holland. So, yeah, I'm still feeling pretty solid. I hope I like this video. If you like this video on the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm your home video for you guys to watch the show today. We'll have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Wow, I can't believe we forgot the end of the week. And remember, if you guys want to talk or chat with us, we're here to let me know. Always be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.